What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Today we don't only have better games. We have Hamza. Hopefully his mic is working. So we have Hamza. Don't mistake this Hamza for the Hamza, the other Hamza. I don't know which Hamza would say. This is another Hamza. He also does spaces. That's how I met him, and he's a City fan also. But asked him to come on so that he can also have his say. Hamza, is your mic working? He's on mute at the moment. So we're gonna leave Hamza on mute. Obviously, Veta, your mic is working. No sound, Hamza says no sound. Okay. I'm not sure why. You're gonna have to unmute your mic if you want sound, maybe. That would be better because I could hear you at the beginning. But Veta, welcome to the show, man, Veta. So guys, welcome to the show. I was so close to not doing this video, to be honest with you, because I was featuring in I'm telling you that it was supposed to be yesterday, but I ended up doing a lot of features. Then today I was featuring with Veta on Sense channel, which is very great. He's a Liverpool fan, very great host, hosted us very well. Lucas says hi. Manchester United says you need to slap this man for my Manchester Premier League. Uh Big up to you, Daniel. Yes, man. We'll try our best to slap them, man. Hopefully we slap them. Okay, cool. So guys, it's Liverpool versus Man City tomorrow. And it's quite interesting that for the first time now. Oh, there's Hamza. We got Hamza.
Hello, guys.
I'm
How's
pretty
everyone doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you
I
Hamza
couldn't hear
was.
before. I couldn't hear before. I don't know what was going on. So
you wanna turn your phone like this, which makes,
like this,
makes
yeah?
it better. Yeah, but you have to. Your flip
Or
thing
maybe
is
the
not
other way.
set. No,
This
his
way?
flip thing is not set. He's the setting on the
Oh.
top that says when you flip, it moves your phone
Landscape. Yeah.
landscape. Yeah, does that make
Oh,
sense?
okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got it. Oh,
Yeah,
no, I
there's-
don't.
It's on the
It says
top.
mirror my camera. It says mirror my camera. That's the only ones
Yeah,
they
no,
have.
it'll be fine like that. It doesn't matter. So look, let's read this. Says Samir says now that Barcelona are pretty much out of the Champions League, I'm rooting for Man City. Please give us Bernardo Silva next summer. Look, Samir, if Bernardo Silva wants to go, I think most of the City fans already said if he wants to go, he can go because there's nothing else we can do on that. I hope Barcelona go to Europe and do better because maybe the Champions League was a bit of a fast track for them. I think you have to learn how to walk before you run. So I think that was the issue. Okay, so the whole family is here. It seems like the whole family is here. So
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be peak. So guys, okay, so it's Liverpool versus Man City, and for the first time ever, apparently we are the favorites at Anfield, and we are actually the first team ever to be the favorites at Anfield. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game. We're coming into this game on good form, while Liverpool are coming to this game after slapping Rangers 7-2. Obviously, that game, if you watched it, you would understand that the first half was a bit peak for Liverpool. So I'm gonna start with Hamza because this is your first time. So what do you think about this game? How do you feel about this Liverpool versus Man City at Anfield? Do you feel confident, or you're looking at them that look, this man just slapped Rangers? They have more confidence than they had when they got slapped by Arsenal.
You know what it is? I'm not, to be honest, with the Rangers game. I'm not really. It's just Rangers, so I'm not really. I'm not really fussed about that. They could have even won 10-1 or 11. I wouldn't really be fussed about that. I think the one thing that is really concerning me is obviously, let's be honest, we've all got PTSD at Anfield. We've been, we've been demolished there. It's happened before. And that's my only, to be honest, it's PTSD. I'm not really, I'm not nervous. I'm confident because the way they're playing now is not great, and we all know that. And I feel like we can go at them. We've got a robot up front who just loves scoring goals, and that's a big threat. And their defense is looking very shaky. So I'm confident. I'll be honest. I'm very confident. I think we can hammer these guys. But it will be. I think it will be closer than a lot of people think. But I'm confident we'll get the 3 points.
Okay, cool. What about yourself, Veta? So how do you feel about tomorrow's game? Are you hyped as Hamza? Hamza says it's just the fact that maybe every time some fans when we're going to Anfield, we're like, oh my god, it's Anfield. But he says overall he feels confident. What about yourself? Are you with him, or are
Um,
you? There's a voice at the back of your head say, "Be careful."
There's always going to be that voice. That's unavoidable. But I am like him in the sense that I'm confident. I'm confident because I've been watching us play and how we've been playing, and the way we've been playing has been excellent. Like, yes, there's things that we can fault and maybe look to improve on, but how we're playing, it's good. It's the reason why we're currently second in the league. Like, we're playing some very good football. The the only thing that kind of just creeps in is just because of the past matchups and the fact that we can play there and it may be a poor ref's decision, not properly carding a player or rate or judging a challenge. That's the only thing that kind of creeps in. Like, what's going to happen at Anfield that's kind of like outside of the play of on the pitch. Now, I just want us to play the way we've been playing. Remain patient, do what we do, and that's where the confidence is coming from because I think we get a result playing that way.
Okay. Let me just go take it a bit to this side. Obviously the injury report. I was watching the press. Basically, it's the same people. I think it's Phillips. He's still out, but there's a bit of a rumor that Phillips might be back in 2 or 3 weeks. Walker is still out, I believe, and John Stones is still out. I don't know if any of you guys heard about anybody else, but I think that's the list, isn't it? So it's
I
Walker,
Yeah, I think
I
Phillips,
that's the
and
list.
Stones.
Patrick,
Yeah.
I saw the press conference, but Pep was saying about John Stones that possibly he could be here for maybe a week or even 10 days. He was saying Pep about John
Okay,
Stones.
cool. Okay, cool. So since we couldn't get a Liverpool fan, the last Liverpool fan says he went to watch the match, the Spurs match. So for that other side, I think it's Cap, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna agree with me. They say
100%, Patrick.
Konate,
100%.
Yeah, Konate is injured. I think that's bull. And now there's rumors that Thiago is injured. That's bull. Thiago's injured. They said that, and he played against Arsenal. But if it happens, there's a small if. If Konate and Thiago are missing out of that team, my God, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Those ends. It's more than Christmas. But anyway, let me move on to my man Carl because he said he might not stay with us for a long time. So Carl, looking at the injury reports from Man City, which is just the same guys. How do you feel about this game yourself? Because you haven't been vocal for a while. I think me and Veta have been vocal. We've been talking
because
to each
because
other through
Patrick,
streams, but you've been quiet.
because the game is irrelevant. It's an irrelevant game. Win, lose, or draw, it's an irrelevant game. And I say that because when the kickoff starts, right, Arsenal will be 4 points ahead of City. And we know that City can chase down 4 points over 30 games. We know that. So even if we
Oh,
lose,
so you're basically saying Arsenal will slap up Leeds United or
no,
American?
yeah, I mean more than
American.
likely, right? More than likely, Arsenal may not lose, right? Let's say they even tie, they're going to be 15 points ahead of Liverpool before the kickoff. Okay,
Yeah.
and we know that City can chase down 4 points over 30 games. We know we can. We have done it
Yeah.
before. Okay,
Okay.
Liverpool will be possibly 15 or 17 points behind Arsenal, which is Arsenal have to lose 5 games or 6 games
Yeah. Which
in
is not
order for
possible.
them to even win the league. It's irrelevant. Either which way, the game is completely irrelevant. Win, lose, or draw. So for me, I'm not really.
So it's
gassed.
the media that's going to try to hype this as something
Of course, they will
important,
try to
isn't it?
hype it, but the reality
Did you
is,
did you see the table where the table guys? I don't know Hamza, Veta, everybody. Did you see the table? The table always starts from 1 to 10. This time the table somehow these days, Carl, I don't know. I forgot to tag you. The table is ending at 11 on Sky Sports
of
now.
course, it's going to.
Yeah, and it's Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool's there. Yeah, I saw that.
But back to my point. The reason why I'm not too worried about this game is because one, I know that we're a superior team
Yeah.
at this point in time. Two, we're just the game is just it's irrelevant. Seriously.
You know what?
Hold
This is why I like you, Carl.
Carl's
This
being
is why I
really
like Carl, Veta. He
disrespectful.
takes it out of his head, doesn't he, Veta? More than everybody, Carl just takes it
No,
out
you
of
know
his
what
head.
Carl's doing? Carl is playing the reverse psychology card. That's what he's doing.
Nah, Carl doesn't play that bullshit. I'm telling you.
No,
He doesn't
because
do that.
okay, but think about it, right? Arsenal could be 17 points ahead of Liverpool by the time we kick off. 17.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not
Oh,
5,
Jesus Christ.
not 10,
Mhm.
not 15, 17 points, which means that in order for Liverpool to win the league, Arsenal have to lose at least 5 games plus the goal difference. 6, that's 5 games in a row, and then Liverpool have to be perfect.
Oh, you're saying for Liverpool to challenge us
For
is how
Liverpool
you're
to even
framing
win
that.
the league. The idea is to win the league, right? That's what they're trying to do ultimately, right?
Now
Okay,
I'm
okay,
understand.
okay.
Now
I get it now. I
Now,
get what
now
he's
it makes
saying.
sense. Now it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Now I'm understanding what Carl's saying because
Yeah, so
what he's,
Arsenal have to
you know,
lose. Have to lose 5 games for Liverpool to even match them.
and
Okay,
Carl, you know what it is as well. Liverpool
Right.
are 4 points clear of the relegation zone. So hypothetically, if the teams below them in the relegation zone, win
which
because
is why
Liverpool,
I think that at Anfield
Yeah.
they'll be asked. They'll try to win the game. They'll try to go for
Yeah.
it. Right?
Oh, so if Liverpool gets slapped, let's say Liverpool gets slapped,
So
the
if they
team
get slapped
behind
by
them,
us,
might actually go over them and they'll
Yeah.
continue being dragged down
If
there.
City beat Liverpool, Arsenal will
and
be.
they lose to West Ham as well,
But Arsenal will,
hypothetically
hold
they
on,
could drop down.
Adam.
Sorry.
Arsenal will be 17 points ahead of Liverpool. City will be 16 points ahead. 16.
Wow.
I see
it
where you're
that
getting
way.
at now.
So the
I
game
That's crazy.
itself,
Crazy.
it's when Arsenal beat Liverpool last weekend, it was done for them. Done. It's done. It's game over. Because they have to play us, then they have to go to play some other teams. And the game in hand that they have is against, guess who? Chelsea. Away. Stamford Bridge.
It's peak, isn't it? See, this is
Wow.
wow.
It makes sense now because when we're in the spaces, obviously we can't see each other in the spaces. I'm like, why is Carl saying this game's irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
And now I get
Sen,
it.
Sen said the same thing, Veta. He said it doesn't really matter winning this game because he says it will do nothing. He said that to us. Remember, he told us that this will mean nothing.
I mean,
When all that you're looking at is winning the league, when that's the only objective, everything else is irrelevant. I get that now.
But if we step back for 1 minute again, right? Let's say we lose this game, which we could, right? Shit happens. It's football. Anything can happen, right? We're 4 points behind Arsenal. Are you telling me we can't close 4 points out of 90 points over the next 6 months? We can.
And we play them twice, and that's 6 points.
But then if Liverpool lose, can they close down 17 points over the next 6?
Nah. And the teams are strong.
Right.
And that's the thing. The teams are strong.
irrelevant.
The teams are strong.
It's an irrelevant game.
I do get where Gundogan's coming
Gundogan, I see it. Yeah.
So what will happen in this game? Here's what's happening in this game, right? This game will be a goal fest because City are gonna go for the throat. Because at the end of the day, they know they can afford to lose because it's what?
Yeah.
They can afford to lose. They'll still be second, either which way. And it's going to be a 4-point gap to Arsenal, which we know we can close. But Liverpool have to get the win. A draw is useless to them. So that is the stage. That's the context.
Do you think, Carl, do you think Klopp will play that way?
He has no choice.
But he doesn't want to get embarrassed. But at the same time, he doesn't want to get embarrassed.
It's at home, though. It's at
Yeah,
home.
but it's at home, Veta.
Home.
Yeah, exactly. It's at home. He's gonna have to, Veta.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have to. He's got no choice.
At home, you can. They'll boo them, Hamza. They're gonna boo them. That's what's gonna happen. If they sit back and they continue soaking pressure, they'll boo them.
Forget even the booing, right? The thing though is the way the Klopp coaching staff has coached this team is to play in one gear only. And that is why at times they're not trained to sit back and absorb. All they know is go all out. Hence, now when they don't have the personnel to do that anymore, they are struggling because they only know one way. But then now the resources they have doesn't allow them. So regardless of what Klopp tells them, they're gonna come out all guns blazing.
Yeah, they will come out. There's no doubt. I mean, I even sent Patrick the formation I think they're going to play, right? I think the formation front three, and I studied this, I studied many other games, is going to be Jota on the left, Firmino middle, and Salah on the right. And then a midfield three of Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago. Now, the back line, I still think is Konate and Van Dijk. That whole Konate's injured is all nonsense. I don't think he's injured.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Gomez on the right, and then also Robertson on the left. That's what they're going to play. They're not going to play 4-2-4 because if they play 4-2-4, they're going to get killed. I mean,
if they play 4-2-4, it's game over. They're not going to be able to do
Arsenal
that.
ripped them apart in midfield with 4-2-4. Literally killed them in the midfield. The transition they killed them. Right? They're going to have to play 4-3-3, and then it becomes okay. Who has the ball more? Who can finish more? Who's more accurate? Who can defend better? And I trust our defenders. So it's going to be an interesting game. But again, the context is this game is actually a dead rubber because It's irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant to me.
No, I get where I get where you come from. Let me just read these comments. There's a comment here. It says, "Can someone hook Haaland with hook Haaland up with
Oh, wow.
please, so we can slow this guy down." Nah, Haaland is not going next to Kim. Well, every man who's been with Kim, I saw a documentary, guys, and you should watch it. Every man who's been with Kim, your life has just gone bad. So anyway,
Yeah.
Brighton are
Keep it there,
playing.
True City.
I know, yeah.
Keep it
so
to City. Let's
Bright-
just stick to City.
yeah, I know. Brighton are played poor at Anfield. They just couldn't finish. That's true. Remember, the Brighton was on their back, and that's when Brighton was up by 3 goals. Liverpool had to come back. Kane help in my fantasy league. Hi guys, how are you doing, Twisted Man? Veda was really passionate last night on HH's stream. Love it. Was he crying? I was there.
What was he saying? That guy. What was he saying?
Veda was just. I think Veda was it when you were defending Haaland. I think we were both. Everybody was defending Haaland.
What was
Or
HH
was
saying
it-
about Haaland? What was he saying about Haaland?
No,
what was he-
HH, we know it's an agenda. We know, Carl. We don't fall for the agenda. HH, we know it's an agenda. It's an agenda. He knows what he's doing. He knows that when he says Haaland, the word Haaland, it just rubs people the wrong way. Just watch him. You know what you have to do, Carl? Watch him at the end of the season when Haaland breaks the records. Watch him be on the hype train twerking for Haaland. I know HH for a long time. So no, Veta Carl is okay. No, Veta Carl is bang on. Exactly what I said Thursday, mate. Yeah, guys, go check the Mancunian way. I think you guys did your preview on Thursday. Go check that. They have with Veta was there. It isn't huge. That's the thing, though. Carl has just opened something that's right. I don't know why me and Veta were listening to somebody who's a Liverpool fan, Saints, but we couldn't catch it. Remember, Veta, we couldn't catch what he was trying to say. This is not important for City as it's more important for Liverpool. That's why I keep telling Liverpool fans, if you came to the Etihad, right, and your form was shit like this, and we were the ones in form, I think the pressure is on us. We're at home. We have to beat you. And if we don't beat you, people will be like, at home, you failed to beat this Liverpool team. But now, I think the pressure is on you guys. You have to perform, and you are at home. Anfield won't let you not perform. But the thing is, Carl is right. Carl and Don Smoke are right. This team is always taught high line. Trust me, there's no way they're going to get rid of that high line. That high line is happening at Anfield, guys, on Sunday, because that's how Klopp is. I have seen Klopp so stubborn with the high line where you're like, Klopp, please push them back. They're ripping you apart. Do you remember Aston Villa? They were ripping them apart. Klopp pushed them more forward. He just knows that way. So I hope this time, unlike back in the days, guys, when the high line, De Bruyne threads the ball through, our players freeze. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Foden. It's no longer the players that freeze when that 1v1. So I just hope he plays the high line, and I hope they don't come in the best situation, and I hope we break that Van Dijk has never lost. Why the fans? By the way, guys, it's not that he's never lost at Anfield. He's lost, but apparently he's never lost why fans are there. So they decided to put that caveat in the mix. It's shameless, isn't it? Because Hamza, I was researching it. I was like, but he's been slapped 4-0.
Exactly.
But they're like, oh, no. There was no fans, so he's never been beaten while fans are in the stadium.
Yeah,
like,
wow. But they will definitely play the high line, Patrick, 100%. I don't think Klopp's going to change that. 100% they are keeping that high line.
They have no choice. They have no choice because if they don't, they expose more of the midfield, and we're going to eat. So they have to make it difficult and have more.
And
support.
Liverpool don't know how to pack the bus. When have they ever packed the bus?
Exactly.
To Hamza's point and Veda's point, right? It's hard for a coach to change his philosophy for one game. It's very hard. It's a pride thing, right? You built your whole aura around this 4-3-3, high press, high line, fast football, and then all of a sudden you want me to go park the bus. He's not going to do it. He'd rather lose with a high line than park the bus and lose. It's just the way coaches behave. And I talk about it because, again, Martin and myself, we do some coaching. It's the way after a while, when you start coaching, you get ingrained in your philosophy. You believe in your philosophy. It's who you are. You're not going to change, win, lose, or draw. It's just the way it is. Same thing with Guardiola, right? You think, go play a low block. He's never going to play a low block. He's not just going to do that. Even when we had bad players in 2016, when we were getting hammered by Leicester 4-2, he was still playing the high line with players who couldn't play it, with Sani and all these guys.
Zabaleta and them, man.
Yeah,
right about that. And things are not good. That's what, and it's a short time to look. Welcome, Abdul. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to
Yeah,
say
hello,
something.
Patrick. Hello.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so what about here? This is for me the players to watch. For Liverpool side, I think it's Salah. Regardless of the fact that he's been stinking up the Premier League, and I actually thought Salah is going to defend his golden boot, but it looks like Haaland is just next level, and maybe Salah is not that Salah anymore. But I don't know if you can catch up, because I've seen Salah catch up before. But are you catching up to 15 while you're just on 1 or 2? I would like to see that. But these are the players to watch. From the other side, even though Salah is not great, we do know that Salah, if the opportunity falls on his on a plate for him, he's bagging that goal. Recently, he's been played apparently way hugging the touchline, and they're calling him Salah the linesman. That's what Liverpool fans are calling him, that he's doing linesman duties. I don't know why, but they haven't been happy with that. But now Klopp says he's going to play him down the middle. I would like to go to Abdul. So Abdul, how do you see this game tomorrow?
I see this game as how I saw that game during the 2021 season. Because, Patrick, that season, the thing is with Liverpool, when Liverpool are down bad, they're down bad. They just don't turn it around like that. You feel me? They don't just turn it around like that. And I remember going into that game at Anfield in 2021. You remember where you won 4-1. People, they were saying the same things they say now. Oh, we're at Anfield, and you don't know what's gonna happen. But what happened? What it was written on the wall. They couldn't defend. They had no midfield. And it's the same thing, is the exact same thing here. And the one thing I will say is that I think that the one thing that has costed Man City time and time again in these big Liverpool Man City games is the lack of finishing.
You go. That's what we've been saying. That's what me and Vito were saying earlier on, that the issue we had is, I remember, I think I had a conversation with Carl. Remember, Carl, when we were playing them in the FA Cup, and Jesus and Raheem went through on goal and they missed, and we were discussing it. We were saying, what was the hell was that finishing? You know what I mean? Like, Alisson was in no man's land, 1v1. So even in the past, if you check the 2-2 games, the games that we drew 2-2, De Bruyne was creating. There was a lot of chances created. Our players didn't want to shoot. Instead, they looked to pass. Our players didn't want to finish the food. So you're right, Abdul. I think
especially the Etihad one. Especially the one at Etihad last season, the 2-2. That should never have been a 2-2 game. And that's the thing. That's the big difference is City, they now have somebody who can put the ball in the back of the net,
Where did this information come from? What is he on about? No, Haaland is not injured, man.
I don't even know, bro. But all I'll say is that I'm expecting a comfortable win. And you know what? I just hope that Klopp isn't so shameless that he puts Van Dijk on the bench so that he can keep the record. I just hope he doesn't do that. It wouldn't surprise me. He's so shameless.
Wow. But you know, Abdul, it's not even the fact that that record was kept. That record has been wiped already. But apparently, because there was no fans, it doesn't stand.
No. He didn't lose at home with he's never lost at home in the league.
Was it not him in defense? He was injured.
He was injured.
No. When they lost 7-2, when Aston Villa beat them.
No, but that was away from home. No,
it was at Anfield.
No.
But they did lose. They lost a couple of games at Anfield prior to the injury. Just that there were no fans.
No, they didn't. Not in the league. Not in the league.
In the league, but
so they must. Oh, they were like Champions League matches. Lost.
Yeah, it was Champions. They've lost to Napoli at home with Van Dijk.
Okay,
but they've never lost They've never lost in the league at home with Van Dijk. Never ever.
No.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah,
first time for everything, right?
First
time for everything.
Yeah, let me see this. Say Carl joking too much. This game matters to us. And there's a comment here. Haaland hat trick. Here's Abdul says, "Yo, what's up, SSB? Konate returned. I know people talk about Van Dijk, but Matip has been a disaster this season. No, he is. Would Pep call this game irrelevant? Bad take, bro. No, he wouldn't. But I'm trying to say that it's not going to define our season. You know?
But yeah.
It's not going to define our season. Yeah.
I see Carl's point in terms of like 38 game season. This game, what really does it mean with regards to us defending our title and going for this 3-peat? But I hear the comments that are coming through, and I think that might have been what Daniel was talking about last night from a passionate standpoint. We don't get Liverpool in this state often. We don't get an opportunity to go to Anfield in the form that we're in as well. And where, from a fan, fanatic, emotional standpoint, that's where this game matters. That's where it's like, if we can embarrass them the way we've been driven to embarrass United, I am all for it. I want it. Like, they're down, they're trying to get back up. They got their 7-1 against the Rescue Rangers, Power Rangers, whatever Rangers that they were playing. They did their thing, yeah. But them coming back up in this league, trying to, again, to Carl's point, trying to edge this point gap, I don't want it to be on our watch. I want us not to give them a chance at getting up. I want us to trip them again. I want us to throw them back down. That's the game I want to see.
Can I ask you a question? Are you worried about Arsenal? And if not, at what point, what would it take for you to become worried about Arsenal? You feel me? Like, if you're not worried now, what would it take, or are you worried now?
So, can I say quickly before I go?
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
You know why I'm not scared of Arsenal? Because this is not the first time. I've heard it from Sky. This ain't the first time where Arsenal, after 8 games, they're at the top of the league. That happened when Chelsea won the league. Yeah, after 8 games, they were top of the league. Yeah, that happened when Man United won the league as well. After 8 games, they were top of the league. So I'm not afraid in any way, shape, or form, because I know what's going to happen. It's inevitable. You know that picture of the elephant that's going around on Twitter? That's what
on
how
the
I
tree.
see Arsenal.
The elephant on the tree, yeah. Or that little clip of Home Alone where he goes in and he falls down. Yeah, there's a comment here. It says, Patrick, no Diaz, Trent either. Well, Trent not being there, SSB, is actually advantage Liverpool, if I'm being honest, especially right now. Somebody said somebody said on the stream, he says maybe they've taken Trent, he had a knock, but they're like, you know what, bro, you're going through a lot, just have a rest, because you're going through
like
a lot.
Maguire. You know, Maguire, they sent him to Portugal for holiday.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Last week, they sent him to Portugal just to clear his head.
I would love that.
Yeah, but there's nothing in the head to clear, man.
Yeah, but you see this, Don. This is still a good comment, because do you know Trent creates for Liverpool, and he's more scary. He's the one who does those balls over to Robertson and stuff. So now
Patrick,
he's gone. What do they do?
You know something interesting though? People talk about how bad defensively Trent has been this season, but nobody mentions the fact that this so-called regen Dani Alves, regen Cafu, has 0 goal contributions in the league this season.
Did anybody call him regen of Cafu? I don't think people went that hard.
Not 1 assist. He's been useless going forward and defensively. But
I hate Tottenham. The Tottenham are winning.
Yeah, they won it. It's over.
Is nobody scared that Pep might take it easy on Klopp? I don't think so.
No,
I don't
Pep
think
is
so.
not about that life.
No, but to go back to the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, to go back to the point about being worried about Arsenal. It's still the case that more evidence needs to be acquired. We need to see more from them, right? We need. It's not just enough to win. It's almost how they dismantle or dominate teams to then say, okay, you know what? You now in front of us, we've got a challenge on our hands. And the reason why I'm not worried about them yet is because I haven't seen that from them yet. But it's possible. They're top of the league, 9 games in. It's something to make note of.
When will you begin to take them seriously? Like, what will it take?
Okay. I gotta see them. Not squeak wins in Europa first. Okay, I gotta see them stop squeaking these wins in Europa. Then I've got to see them dismantle other teams in the EPL. I have to see that. I have to see a level of play that's going to have me worried now if I'm standing in front of you and we're playing, that it's going to be a problem. I think all of us, have we seen that from them? Can we really hold our hands up and say, have we seen that?
Abdul, to answer your question,
I don't think
the thing is, the problem with Arsenal is they're flatter to deceive, right? We've seen many times over the past seasons whereby Arsenal have been in positions whereby they should be winning games or making top four easily, and then they just crumble under pressure, right? Now the thing is this, right? The Arsenal is only judged during the business end of the season because that's when they pick up an injury to maybe Party, or then they lose games which they are outright favorites, and that's the problem. Right now, it's still easy sailing, and even last season we saw it whereby they were going on these runs, and Tottenham was out of sight. Tottenham had no right to make the top four last season based on the position Arsenal was
Great
in.
point.
Hence, I'm saying it's
Great
still too. Once we get to the business end and they can maintain this kind of momentum and wins, then only can we take them serious. Until then, it's just that guy there whereby they're popular for pranks, right? They wait for something to come out originally, then they make a prank of it. That's Arsenal. That's what they've been for the past couple of
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
don't
a fair
wait,
point.
Abdul.
That's a-
Let me just ask him something. So as I said, I forgot that I was doing this because somebody told me in the thing. Somebody said the player that they want to watch is Bernardo Silva because he's turning into Messi against Liverpool all the time. He does that. What about
He's
yourself?
not
Don't
wrong.
smoke.
He's not wrong.
Like, yeah, what about yourself? Don't smoke. Then I'll go to Hamza. Who do you want to watch in this match, especially on the City side? For me, it's Haaland. I just want him
Right.
to bag. The same thing I wanted at United. He gave me what exactly I wanted. I want him to just bag against Liverpool because it was after that Community Shield that they were laughing at him, and he did say it in
All
the
right.
interview with the guy Neville that people were doubting me after the Community Shield, saying I'm not gonna do well here. So who do you want to watch yourself? Is it Haaland or there's
So
somebody
right.
else?
No, I'll go in different sections of the field. In defensively, I want to see Akanji, right? Because make no mistake, Akanji, his primary purpose in there is for pace, basically to do the Walker role, which Walker does whenever we play a team that has quick attackers, is to sweep the counter attacks, right? I want to see if because so far he's been having excellent performances. I want to see if he can do that at the biggest stage at the moment in the Premier League, which is us against Liverpool, right? Will he do it under pressure? In the middle of the park, I'm more interested to see in Rodri, right? Rodri has came back from injury, right? I want to see if he can go back to the heights that he hit last season. If he can dictate the tempo of the game from midfield. Because if Rodri has a stellar performance, then this Liverpool team will have a long day. Because basically we'll be able to retain the ball quickly and push it forward for De Bruyne and Silva. Silva, we know what he does against Liverpool. Hence, I won't even mention him. Forward, I want to see. I have a feeling that you're gonna see Grealish and Foden, right, on the flanks, because I think at the moment they have been I won't say best, but the most effective with Haaland, right? So I want to see if Grealish can bring up the demons of that 7-2 against Liverpool, right?
Oh, if he
And
did, my
yeah,
God, he
because
just
Foden, I
went.
expect Foden to do his thing, and Haaland, Haaland, if he gets the chance, he'll bag it. So I want to see Grealish if Grealish can still play at a high level, even though he doesn't get the output which we know he deserves from his performances. And from Liverpool, I feel as if Salah is not even the guy. You should watch out more for Jota and Firmino.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they are. They are the ones. Let me just read this comment. Say that 4-1 was without fans, but I think City can do it this time. That's true. Chris says I would have said your player to watch is Trent Alexander Maguire, but he's injured now. Just messing. It should be beating us. City should have been out of sight at Anfield last year. That's true, though. Everybody keeps telling me that Man City at Liverpool, even Liverpool fans said we were lucky. You guys could have killed us in 20 minutes.
First off, man, you saw Klopp run into the dressing room, man. You saw him run because he knew that, man, we outplayed them totally. As Abdul said, we didn't have the killer up front, which is what changes things this year.
Yeah, SSB says the only Liverpool player that gives me hope is Firmino. Firmino, somebody who was people say a lot of things about him. What about yourself, Hamza? Who do you want to watch? Ignore the Liverpool side. Let's just stick to the City side for now. Who do you want to
let's
watch
stick
at
to the
City?
blue side.
Who do you want to watch from that City team? Would you like Alvarez to jump into this game? Are you willing to see Mahrez and give him a second chance?
I'm really excited. To be honest, right now I'm really excited for Phil Foden, and with Jack Grealish on form right now, I think Jack Grealish can do a lot of damage to this Liverpool team. I would love to see Alvarez as well, but let's be honest, guys. I don't think Alvarez will start. I think he might come off the bench, but I don't think he will start. If he does start, then I'll be very shocked. I'll be excited for Grealish. I'm really happy for Grealish. Since the Wolves game, he has been really good I think he's been really good.
Money. Yeah, he's been money.
He's taking on players now. He's doing what he does best. He's doing what he's doing. And honestly, I'm really happy for him. And I hope he keeps this up. So honestly, I think Jack Grealish is up there for me. I'm really excited to watch him, see what he does. Because if he's playing against Milner, oh man, it's going to be a good day for him. I mean, we saw what he did to Casemiro against Manchester United. Casemiro was on the floor. So, now he's going to be against Milner. And Milner will stand no chance. I heard somebody on a space, a City fan, I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Ricky or someone. Somebody said he's the white Mo Farah. They got the white Mo Farah right back. He's not going to do anything. But I think I'm really excited for Jack Grealish. And Haaland, of course, he's the obvious. Because obviously he's the one, banging in the goals for fun for us. And yeah.
Oh, that's good. So that's true, though. You're right about that. I want to see Jack score, man. He deserves to score. To score, man. Because that other game, I don't know, we're playing Copenhagen. I was like, my God, what does this man have to do to score? And that Copenhagen keeper is on another level. So what about yourself, Carl? Who are you looking forward to see, Carl? If you're still with us,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Gundo. We can hear you. Go on.
Yeah. Who am I looking forward to seeing? Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri in midfield. Akanji, right back. Haaland, Foden. And if Jack is on form, I like to see him. I question whether Alvarez should start because I think Alvarez gives us that. But we'll see what you can do. But that's what I want to see, man. I want to see Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne run that midfield. I want to see Bernardo's best. That 13-kilometer run he did 2 years ago, I want to see it again.
That will happen again. We know it.
That's what I want to see.
His level goes up against Liverpool, doesn't it?
If City play to their level, if we play to our level, there's no one that can stop us. If we do, the question is, are we going to play to our level? That's the question, right?
We have to.
That's the question. And we'll see. But for me, it's De Bruyne and Haaland. It's De Bruyne. I want to see De Bruyne. I want to see Kevin from 17-18. Those passes, those moves.
Sorry, Gundo, apart from the obvious with De Bruyne and Haaland, what about the third player? Who would you say your third player? Who would you say you really want to see after De Bruyne and Haaland? Because those two are pretty obvious, let's be honest. We all want to see them.
It's Akanji.
Oh, yeah, in a big
stage,
don't say.
If Akanji can stand up to the test, and then I think about Champions League games against Madrid, all these teams, right? That means he can step up to any level.
Right, yeah.
And now we have an alternative for Walker who can play right back, who's quick, who can control the possession. Because to be fair, Walker has had many mistakes against Liverpool. Community Shield, at Etihad last year, at Anfield, many mistakes at right back. If Akanji steps up,
Champions League,
we have a solution.
Akanji's been really good for us, man, honestly. I feel like since he's been in the squad, it's like he's playing with us. It's like he's been playing for us for years. It's like he fits in the system so perfectly. And I was shocked. I was shocked myself. I did not expect Akanji to be this good. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't expect him to be this good.
Pep actually gave him credit and he said that he just had one training session and immediately he understood everything. As it goes that this guy is smart. No one has to tell that he's smart. Just when you look at him, you can tell that this guy is actually smart, and it shows that his intelligence is there. And Pep said it just took him one session to understand whatever they were trying to teach him.
Yeah, there's a comment here that speaking of Arsenal, I've seen City come from 10 points. We've come back from 10 points before and won the league. So I would take Arsenal serious when I stop believing in Santa Claus. Okay, when I start. Jordan, I said if you want, since you're the only Liverpool fan willing to join, I said send me a DM. We can be able to send you a link, then you can be able to join. Abdullahi, our Chelsea rep has joined us. So Abdullahi, let me hear from somebody who is not a Liverpool fan or Man City fan. How do you see this going?
You know my hatred for Liverpool fans. It's not today. It's been a very long time. So that I can't hide that. You know that for sure. What I want to see for me more is like because I watched the community shield, and I think I told Carl yesterday when I was doing the stream on my show that Liverpool fans, this is what they have to understand. They used to use their brain. You were playing against go Power Rangers on Wednesday. You scored seven goals. I was like, okay, Rangers is different than Manchester City. People might say Pep has a bad record in Anfield. You are
playing. Has he though? Wait. Chill. Let's see this. This is what I have. Sorry. This is what I have. So does he though? Yeah, like there's 4-1, 2-2, and if you go back, it's draws. It's mostly draws. Draws. Yep. Yeah, Liverpool beat us, I think so, once 3-2 or something. But it's majority is draws and us beating them.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't understand people's dimension with that. For me, Liverpool needs to come out because if Liverpool lose tomorrow, they are 17 points behind the league leaders. That is a terrible record to have as a Liverpool. There will be 17 points, and that does not make any sense for them. And imagine losing against Man City at their home in Anfield. So, club needs to find a way to win. But this is where the scary part about it is. You are playing against a phenomenal Haaland. Last season when you guys played, they had Gabriel Jesus and what's called Raheem Sterling, who are missing goals. Haaland will not miss goal. This is people need to understand something. Haaland, you give him one chance, he will score. You give him 4 chances, he will score those 4. You give him 5 chances, he's burying those 5 chances. He's a clinical number 9 when it comes to goal scorer. So Liverpool needs to be aware of that because that stupid Haaland they will play it tomorrow. And when you give Haaland just one space, it is game over. And somebody that needs to be on his best is tomorrow is Alisson Becker. That's who can save them from conceding so many goals because he's been saving them for a lot of time. He has been saving them. So Alisson Becker needs to come close tomorrow. If not, it might be a disgrace tomorrow.
It might be. And there's a comment here about Arsenal. And Veta, I don't know if you agree with this, guys. Veta, Don, everybody in the thing. I also have seen this. If you watch Arsenal, right, this season, the biggest issue he says he's noticed SSB is Arsenal, they don't have the discipline of a big team. They are young and naive at times. They've had most red cards last couple of years. But also, apart from that, all they do is they play fast football. They remind me of the club team, the first one. You remember? Where it used to just... They used to just play.
You know the funny part about us now?
Yeah.
I told us now from last... I think in September, I will see you guys next month in Stamford Bridge. I can put my money on that. You are not beating me in Stamford Bridge. If any Arsenal fan is listening to me, I will see you in Stamford Bridge next month, November the 6th. At Stamford Bridge. I'm being serious. November the 6th, we'll meet at Stamford Bridge. With this form they are right now, they have this other thing just shouting, we're going to win the league. And I keep telling them, you are not winning that league when you have a Pep Guardiola as a manager of Manchester City. I'm sorry, you're not winning that league. Because Pep might be third, he might be fourth. He will find a way to win. So it's Pep. He will find a way to win.
Yeah, so Adam and Don't Smoke, are you still here? Adam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so what's your... Here's a question by SSB says, hey, as an outsider, what do you think is the problem with Mahrez right now? So what do you think, Adam? What do you think is going on with Riyad Mahrez? Because first of all, that comment by Pep saying he's not in the best physical state, he has to get into the best fitness or something he said, that's weird from Pep. Every time he talks about Mahrez, it's about, he's ready, he's hungry. So what's going on?
You know, it's Veta and you, the other guys will tell you, yeah. When I say it, on Spaces or whether it's privately on WhatsApp, yeah, I say it with Mahrez, his problem is that he tends to complicate things rather than simplifying stuff, yeah. He will go and complicate shit rather than, just simplifying stuff, which, you could do it yourself. But he'll complicate it and make it difficult. And then the next thing, he loses the ball. And then we have we have the opponent having the ball and they're counter-attacking us. And in most times, they end up scoring a goal. We concede a goal because of him losing the ball.
You know, to answer to add to that, one thing I've seen, right, the best footballers make the most difficult things look simple, right? Whereby, besides Mahrez, firstly, I think his first problem is he's too casual of a guy, right? He has that casual vibe whereby he's never asked, like it's like, I know I'm good, kind of. Now, the thing is, I understand in a sense that coming from a team like Leicester where you are the main guy, so you are used to not having to put in as much work as the next guys, because you know they will pick up the slacks for you and give you the ball to make things happen. And then when you come to a team like City, is most of the time everyone is just as good as you, or if not even better. And Grealish also had to transition into this when he came in. Now the thing with Mahrez is at times he overdoes things, like in the sense of he can do a dribble past the guy, then want to beat that guy again. Now the thing is this: the moment you do that, the chance for that pass has passed you already. You understand? So now, whereas with De Bruyne is good. There's so many things De Bruyne can do, but De Bruyne is very effective. He looks for, okay, what's the most effective move I can make from the position I'm in. Whereby if it means crossing, passing, or moving, I do it, and I don't have to look glorious doing that. And that's the problem, and that's what makes Mahrez frustrating. Because the thing is, we know he has the talent. The problem is he doesn't have the work ethic, or he doesn't have the work ethic to support that. And in a City team, Bernardo, as talented as he is, you think he's the brick of the team based on his running stats. You understand? So it's that thing of where, and now to make it worse is the age. He's now old, so he's naturally gonna be slower, and his speed will decline. So that's what makes it worse.
And you know what
does, because his own skill. Let me just say hi to this Shanice. How you doing, Shanice? Katuta, how you doing, Katuta, man? Mankinyon says can see us winning 3 or 4-1. I can see the same too. Me and Veta went 4-2, didn't we? 4-2, and Veta says he sees 5-2.
I was saying 5-3 or 5-0.
No, I said 6-2.
So he says, yeah. So you haven't talked about Cancelo. He has been fired. Yeah, what about Cancelo, Adam? Cancelo has been fired, man. And he was, okay, to be honest with you, last season, I'm sorry, Cancelo was starting to become shit last season a bit. At the end, I think he was, no, I'm being honest. Like, I was like, is he cocky that there's no other fullbacks? Like, he was doing good all season, last season. Then at the end, Veta, he seems like he was tired. And it's as if he was like, is he tired? Well,
tired was a key thing. I think looking back on it, and we probably didn't have the patience for it, but I think there were a lot of bodies that were tired, and when you're tired, your form kind of goes. And again, we should have been critical, because there are at times where, like, Cancelo, we know you're better than this, even though you may be fatigued. So he was deserving of the criticism. But man, what does an offseason make? Because he has been the guy, and he's been asked to play on both sides of the pitch already, and there's no one better. There's no one better. And what I think in terms of players we need to watch out for, I think it's gonna be interesting when we think of this starting 11. Will Cancelo be on the left-hand side? Will he be on the right-hand side? Right? Like, we really don't know what Pep may do, but either side he's on, it's the direct, assertive, I'm gonna create headaches for you on the opposing end. That's what we expect from him. And really, that's the criticism that we've had from Mahrez. To Smoke's point, it's a little too nonchalant. It's a little too at my own pace. Force a decision from the defender. Take him on, and then continue driving to the net, looking to get your shot off or squaring it, or make two defenders have to draw you and pass that ball. Like, but be decisive. That's what we want from Mahrez, and he's still missing it a little bit. I just want us to. I'm going to say it again. I just want us to be so direct that we put a hurting on Liverpool right from the jump, and that's going to require us being aggressive.
Yeah, I think so. Adam, what about yourself on Cancelo? What do you think? Because this season, the guy, SSB, we saw the video. City fans have been gushing over that. We sent that video to each other where he's doing math without a calculator. I think the first time was it you, Carl, who sent me the first video about this math thing when he was at Dortmund? I don't know if it was Carl. Says
it was me. It was me. I sent it to you. I sent it to you when it was.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it was me.
We had an awful record at the Swamp, remember? But we now we now look, we beat them. Okay, but now look, we beat them every year. That's true. Time to shine, Blues. It's our time. It's our time. Talk about Cancelo. Yes, we spoke about him and about Cancelo. The difference between last season is last season's draws is that in those first halves we didn't take our chances. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. Let Liverpool give us those. Okay, let Liverpool give us those chances again with Haaland up front. The game will be over by halftime. Yeah, because remember last season, guys, the game I was in a pub, right, with friends and from work. The game could have been over in 20 minutes. The game, even Guy Neville said that game could have been over in 20 minutes, but we didn't finish. Well said, Adam. Don't smoke. Mine is clueless. That's a bit harsh. Cancelo has to be on the opposite side of whatever Mohamed Salah is. That's the same thing you said that Veta, that you want Cancelo far away from Salah. Ake should be on Salah's side. Yeah, we'll find out that when we're doing the lineup. So Adam, what were you saying on Cancelo? I think I blocked you there for a minute.
No, I was talking about Mahrez, but with Cancelo, he's just doing what he does best. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. So this is the part of the show that I enjoy, but yet we never enjoy that much.
For the lineup, I've got something. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me, but probably Carl's probably thinking the same thing with me.
Yeah,
he's playing Akanji right back.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Carl? Apparently, Akanji right back.
I don't know if he's here.
I'm here. Yeah, that's in my lineup. I have him right back. That's what I have.
Okay, you don't want Ake being the one marking Salah.
No, right back will be Akanji.
Salah will be the other side. He'll be the side where a left back is.
Yeah, play Cancelo there. That's what you need.
Okay, cool.
Play Cancelo there.
Yeah, so we're starting off. Can everybody see the lineup? You can all see it, isn't it? I went for the green because we might wear that green, lovely green striped jersey. So obviously it's Edison. We cannot go to Anfield and start seeing Ortega unless Edison is injured, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not seeing him.
We agree on that. Okay, so are we all right back? Are we all Akanji, or somebody in this chat says no Cancelo? Because there's a few of us here, so we can do a vote. I'll start off with Hamza. Hamza, Akanji.
I have a question.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it all depends on the centre back pairing, right?
Okay.
I'll tell you why. The thing is, if you have Ake and Diaz, I see a problem with our build-up play, right? Because normally, the traditionally, right, our two best ball-playing centre backs have always been Stones and Laporte, right? And they allow Rodri to push a bit higher, because whenever you have Ake and Diaz, Rodri has to drop deeper to form a triangle just to assist them, because they're not as press resistant as the other two. Whereby what I've noticed is Akanji is actually better at ball playing than both Ake and Diaz.
Yeah, true.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's 100% true. Yeah.
So our centre back pairing, I think, would determine the outcome of who plays on the right, where Akanji plays.
Okay. So what are we looking at, Don? Because I'll start with you, because I'm just going to start with everybody. So I'll go after you, then I'll go to my man Veta. What are we looking at? So who are you playing at that right-hand side? Because we're going to have to make a decision here.
Yeah, I think it's tricky in the sense that I want Ake to play, because I think if we talk about meritocracy, Ake has been one of our best centre backs prior to.
Don't. You always have to use these big words. Keep going. Okay, go.
Right. So hence I'm saying now the thing though is this: if Ake plays, he could be deployed as a left back who will tuck in to allow Cancelo to actually push up as a right back. So I could see Ake, Diaz, Akanji, and Cancelo as a back line, whereby it will become.
Do you know Diaz is a must? I think Diaz always thrives in these big games. I think Pep trusts Diaz in big atmospheres. Does that make sense? I think he trusts Diaz to control that line and be calm, because I think it's him, Diaz, most times, who's obviously he's had few mistakes, but it's not major ones. But it's him, I think, who controls the back line sometimes. And in this big atmospheres, even at PSG, it was him shouting, high-fiving people and putting people in line. So I think Pep will trust Diaz in this big. I would be surprised if Diaz was sitting bench on this particular one. I would be shocked. Yeah, don't smoke. Does somebody have the TV in the background? Because I can hear a TV in the background.
No, I don't think it's me. Eh?
Okay, grand. Or
Right.
maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm
Right.
hearing things.
So I was saying
Okay,
that
so are we going for Akanji or Cancelo?
I preferably I would want Cancelo on the right, so he can, because the thing now the thing is this: if you play Akanji as a right back, he's not going to overlap whoever your right winger. It will be almost like, you remember when we had Stones in the Dortmund game playing right back, whereby he's there
even in the
as a
Sporting game,
defensive piece, right? So he'll loiter max maybe around the halfway line. So it takes one attack piece out of our arsenal if you have Akanji as a right back.
Okay. Says Ake should be on Salah for me, and here Katuda says part of me think Pep will push Bernardo on the left wing and Gundo join Rodri and De Bruyne in midfield with Foden on the right wing. We tried Bernardo on the left wing before. I didn't like it. It never looked great until Pep decided to move him. Makinya way. I agree with that. Ali, how you doing, man? So what about yourself, Veta? Do you agree with this thing where it has to be is he saying Cancelo on the right, Kanji as a center back?
Yes. I'm gonna sound, this is why we all get headaches and why I'm growing more platinums when I'm trying to anticipate what Pep's gonna try and do. I thought, you know what, Ake at left back. I'm thinking Laporte's fitness was good to start. And here's where I guess it's a little inconsistent with us in the panel. I thought it could be Ake, Laporte, Akanji, and Cancelo. I thought from a ball distribution standpoint, build-up play, Laporte, Akanji, can't miss. I thought defensively, being able to stay at home and be disciplined, maybe recover. Ake, he's there. Cool. And then obviously Cancelo giving that freedom to go up on that right-hand side, be creative. He has that ability, him overloading with Foden on that right-hand side, maybe KDB on that right-hand side, or we know he can also put Silva. The versatility is crazy. I was thinking that. And then because of the versatility of that group, if it turns out where Pep's like, nah, I see more an advantage on the left-hand side, we can see everybody shift and Cancelo actually go and play left back. We could see Ake tuck in, be center left back. We can see Laporte. I know it's wrong foot, but he could be right center left back. I know that's complicated. And then Akanji could actually play on the right. Like there's a little versatility there, but the back four that I was seeing was that four, because it allows for Akanji to be on the pitch. I think we need Cancelo and Ake. Maybe the only difference here is between all of us, Laporte and Diaz. But I'm not mad either way. But that's what I see. I've seen Cancelo on that right-hand side, Ake on that left-hand side.
Yeah, makes sense. So, look, I'm going to just say, okay, so we're putting right back. We agree as a panel. We are putting Cancelo. Anybody, any objections before we write Cancelo? So
yeah, I think. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Abdullah.
Because I watch you guys matches. I don't know if people do it, but I would love to see Sergio Gomez at a left back, like a natural left back, where Cancelo needs to play more as a right back. And maybe Akanji, and maybe if Laporte is fit, he can play together with him, or
against Salah.
Yes, I would trust that guy a little bit because Salah can defend, and I think Sergio Gomez can defend a little bit. Because if you guys counter, Salah cannot defend; he will just be walking around. So I don't trust Cancelo in the left back. I think I will put more trust on that guy that you just brought, Gomez, a little bit more because he's more of a natural left footer. So I'll just instruct maybe either Akonji or whoever is playing with Akonji is double up with Salah when he gets the ball. When you double up with him, it makes the job more easier for the left back. Maybe Rodri can just be that natural center back that will come in and play in terms of when Liverpool kind of attack you guys. So I'll play like a normal natural left back in the left back position while Cancelo play more as a right back. So it gives you guys chances more because if you guys get crosses, is a left back who can actually cross the ball very well. Unlike Cancelo, he has to drift again. So it's easier for him to play on the right, where it's good, very, very good, both either the left back or the right back for me.
Patrick, I think my question that I have is, will Darwin Núñez play for Liverpool? Right, because that could determine where Ake plays.
Yes, I think Núñez is going to start. I think they're going to play the two up top. I think it's going to be Núñez and Firmino up top. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to play I don't think they're going to do the 4-3-3 thing. I don't think they will do that.
You know how I see it? It could be Firmino who's playing in front, like basically the false line position, and Darwin Núñez on the left and Salah on the right. But Darwin Núñez and Firmino will be interchanging basically.
I don't think so, man, because they've been playing Núñez and Núñez up front with Firmino or Núñez and Jota. I don't think they'll do that. I think because Klopp's too stubborn as well. So I think they'll play a front two of Núñez and Firmino. But I agree with you as well. Obviously, with Firmino sitting a bit back, I think they'll probably still play that formation with the two up top. Firmino will drop a bit deeper, and then Núñez can go, more up. But
what I've
think the
noticed
problem
is
with that formation is these players need to understand that Klopp is used to playing a 4-3-3. Now he's playing a 4-2-4, whatever 4-4-2 is playing. Now you need them to be disciplined. Does Henderson have the discipline? I'm not sure. Does Alcantara have that discipline? I'm not sure. And remember, Antonio Tole is the referee. Sometimes he can have a smoke in his brain where he could decide to become a brainless referee. He could just be giving card anyhow. Stupid tackles, red card. Stupid tackles, yellow card. So that game needs to be refereed very well, or else it's gonna cause a lot of commotions. We know how that Manchester-Liverpool match goes always. So it depends on.
So that backline, guys, you wouldn't agree with that backline?
No, I agree with that. Actually, see, I don't think
this is what happens when you've got 5 centre backs.
But the problem now is for me,
because Akanji's doing really well at centre back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So this is what I will go to. I'll play Akanji with Laporte.
But we need a right back. The issue here is, don't forget, we need a right back, and the only guy fast enough in that team, the two centre backs that are faster, Ake and Akanji. So I think Akanji, being at right back, he still bombs forward. I saw him bomb forward in the other game, and he looks like he's so comfortable with the ball. He can dribble, surprisingly. And there's a time where he went through the line, and I was like, shoot. Yeah, go ahead.
But Patrick, the thing is, Pep won't want Akanji past the halfway line because of his speed to track back and recover. Yeah. The whole point of him playing here is his recovery. Because hence you notice whenever we play Walker as right back, it's the left back that pushes and Walker tucks in to make that third centre back because of his recovery pace on the counter. So hence I'm saying if you have Akanji at right back, he's not going to overlap because he's there waiting for the counter to happen, run back, stop it, and recover the ball. Hence, I'm saying with that role, he's much more better utilized as a centre back than a right back because it means one less tool in your arsenal.
I agree because that's what I'm saying. Like the way I will play Akanji and Laporte together because Laporte is in terms of very good. And like I said, I think for me, Dias is a little bit. I won't trust Dias in this match because sometimes it can be a little bit aggressive when he makes tackles. But I will play Akanji more and Laporte because Laporte is very good in terms of is a left footer. Then Cancelo on the right, while that Gomez on the left as a left back. Then that's why Rodri has to come in when Liverpool attack you guys. Rodri can be that central back where he can help you guys in terms of that central back shield because Liverpool is playing the back. They're gonna play like a 4-4-2 where they're gonna bomb forward a lot. So Rodri can come back.
The issue we have with Gomez, Abdullah, is Pep. Whenever you get a red card, he puts you on timeout. So he got a red card versus Copenhagen. I know he's a young player, and I don't blame him for it. But Pep always puts you on a timeout. So I bet you he will do that. Every time somebody gets a red card, you get a timeout with Pep. He just puts you on a timeout, and you come in the next match. Says, come to think of it, a back of Ake, Laporte, Akanji, Cancelo is not bad. It's not. So I've given the people what they wanted. What go on, City? How you doing? One Tally, man. Hope you're well this evening. There's no way Cancelo is playing right back. He thrives at left back position. The triangle in Cancelo, Bernardo, Grealish destroy United. So it will be Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, and Akanji. I am also leaning towards that. But anyway, we'll build. We'll build. This Abdullah want us to lose. No way Gomez will keep his last
I'm not. No,
I trust
I don't want you guys,
smoke.
no, you guys don't understand. I'm not saying you guys to lose. I'm saying because of the way Liverpool plays. So
Yeah, I get what you
mean.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, Cancelo can play on the either the right and the left, but because Laporte is a left footer central back, so you can play Ake. I can play Akanji because he's more physical and he's good on the ball, and Laporte together. So you also help Rodri because he's a DM. So you can also help him coming back and also supporting the left back line too. So it's also good. You can double up. Salah doesn't do anything, just double up on him. He's out of the game. It's game over.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So what about the midfield? I know Rodri is going to play. What about the two in midfield? Hamza, what do you think?
I think it'll be Kevin.
Adam, are you still with us? Also, Adam, is Adam still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, Hamza, go ahead. So what about the midfield with Rodri? I give you an option to pick one midfield, and then I'll give the rest of the guys to pick out another player.
Okay, I would obviously Kevin De Bruyne. That's the obvious. Kevin De Bruyne will definitely be in there. And is everyone else going to choose the second player, right?
Yeah. That's what I'll do. I just let people pick.
Yeah, I'd say Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. So what about yourself, Adam? Who's going to be next to De Bruyne?
Bernardo Silva.
Silva.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Don't Smoke. So Don't Smoke, who's at the right hand side? Riyad Mahrez?
We might as well play with 10 players if you're gonna have Mahrez on, man.
Can we just remember? I don't want to slag Mahrez because I like him as a player and he's one of my favorite players. But Mahrez has. Do you remember that?
He's falling off.
Do you remember De Bruyne gave him a chance and it was the last minute and it was the Carabao Cup or whatever, and the Community Shield or something. One of them. It was gonna be 2-2. It was 2-1 or the FA Cup, and he had the last. No. It was the 2-2 at Anfield.
Yeah, and he missed.
De Bruyne gave him the ball and he hoofed it over. He wanted to loop it over. If he just placed it, it was going to be a goal.
He wanted to chip the keeper. He wanted to chip the keeper.
Yeah,
that's Mahrez for you.
He's had Mayers, hasn't he? He's had Mayers to decide. Remember, he was also the 1-1 penalty, the pen. He was supposed to decide. It was going to be a 2-1, and we're going to be through. And he decided to roof it up. Anyway, but he's done well for us. Let's not hate on him. So what about Don't Smoke? Right hand side, is it Foden, Mahrez, or Alvarez?
I don't see Pep playing Alvarez in such a game. That's Pep for you, right? He embeds you into the team slowly.
Yeah, but Alvarez would rip. I think Alvarez would rip that.
I think no.
Liverpool defense.
The thing is, I feel as if this is the best game for Alvarez to come off the bench when that backline of Liverpool is tired. Right.
Smart.
Similar to what similar to what Salah done against Rangers, whereby the Rangers guys are tired and he comes on to put more misery on them because he's gonna make them run and work. So I see Alvarez coming off the bench, and I think it will be the best because of the energy he's gonna give us. I think it will boost the whole team come second half. So I see Foden. I see, as I said, like I see Pep sticking to that that front line that you saw against United.
Yeah, I think that's true. Actually, I think I see Foden. I think I see Foden in this. So, what about you, Abdullah? Who do you want to see as striker?
You already know who I want to see as striker. That feeling of you, man. That feeling of you.
The king.
Yeah.
They're
calling him the T100. That's what they're calling him.
What about a false nine?
His middle name should be
What did you say? Don't say you want a false nine?
You see now. I don't want that false nine because you guys make a lot of sitters. I want someone that is clinical. That high line he will score as if there's no tomorrow and it's Haaland. You give him one chance,
Yeah.
it's a goal.
But Pep would be, Pep would be goated if he played a first line tomorrow out of nowhere, and he just similar to what he done in the Champions League final. That's when you'll know Pep is really on something, man.
Yeah, but the problem is Pep, because Haaland is in form, so I don't think he will play. He will play first night. It's Haaland.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Pep Guardiola to decide, but I think Haaland is such a big thing and is performing. Like Pep can bench you. Like I've seen Pep bench somebody big, but I think Haaland
but the problem
right now is so much fire.
Liverpool play high line, and you can't bench Haaland because you know very well with high line, Haaland will score goals. So you can't put a first nine there. It's not possible.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
you have a proper number 9 on the bench where you know as a number he will score you goals. You will.
Yeah, so Katuta says Mahrez never
Jesus and them selling you score the goals Haaland will give you. So
yeah, I remember he missed. Yeah, Jesus and Raheem missed. Says Mahrez never turned up versus Liverpool. I prefer Foden. To be honest with you, that's true though, Hamza guys. Like Mahrez, every time they played him in the Liverpool games, he never turned up in the Liverpool games. Never turned up at all. He didn't track back. Like he never tracked back. I know the reason why Pep was playing him because he's a big game player. But at Anfield against Liverpool, he never turned up. Like he never actually turns up and does anything against Liverpool. Like it's not to bring him down, but he never does.
Patrick, me and Carl have said it. Me and Gundo was saying to you before this Liverpool game, don't start Mahrez because if you do start Mahrez, you will see we will end up conceding because this guy will end up losing the ball and we will get counter-attacked and then concede a goal. I'm telling you that now, and it's always going to be on his side. You will see. Mark my words, if he starts.
Let's hope not. Let's hope he doesn't start.
So Bonga says we can't lose. Sterling is not playing for us. Raheem, did he ever score at Anfield? Did Raheem ever score at Anfield?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think Raheem hasn't even scored against United as well, apparently.
Yeah, he never did. Yeah, he froze twice. Did. You know, Raheem, I liked him, but there's a time when I cussed him out because we were beating United 2-0. And that's when United beat us 3-2. And De Bruyne put Raheem through twice because he was done playing the first 9 Raheem through the middle. Yes, twice, I remember. Raheem failed to score the same sort of through ball twice. Like the second time, at least put it somewhere. So you wanted to nutmeg the gear again. I don't know. Anyway, Raheem, all the best at Chelsea. To be honest, I will go with Alvarez up front and start Haaland on the bench. Just kidding, Patrick. Don't come for me, bro. Now I was about to delete you, man. It was actually the Premier League match at the Etihad that Mahrez missed. Trying to chip it at the last minute. That point, I remember, man. He was trying to chip it, and it was through on goal. Play Palmer instead of Jack.
This guy wants us to lose.
Morgan,
Palmer's a great player, but come on, man. He's okay. Palmer's a great. He will become a good player. He's still young, but come on.
Yeah, you can't. Like Big Morgan, I hope you're not serious on that one because I don't know. I don't think you would. So anyway, we go to this score prediction.
Oh, I hate this one.
Okay, you know what? I'll leave the City fans to end. I'll start with Abdullah. Abdullah, how do you see the score prediction between guys in the comments? Get involved and like the vid, guys. Like the vid, guys. Like the vid. Either when you're exiting, like the vid right now. Like the vid. We're giving you good content. And if you're a City fan out there, you're interested to join. Hopefully Hamza joins multiple times. Even if the panel 10, I think there's a maximum of 10. Come in, get involved. None of us are professionals here. We're just fans talking. So get involved. I always tell people, get involved. Send a DM. We'll send you a link. You can be able to talk. So, Abdullah, I'm going to start with you as a Chelsea fan. What's the score prediction for this match? Liverpool versus Man City.
Because I've watched the way you guys play. Like I wasn't able to.
I thought you were about to do that African thing, saying I've watched the game in a pot. You know those rich thing where you say I've watched the game in a pot. I know what the result is. Go ahead.
The way I'm looking at Liverpool, I think you guys will take your chances. But my problem is how many goals are you going to score tomorrow? Because I've seen guys take a chance. Sometimes I've seen you guys miss his chances. It's tough, but I will go with the 4-0. Haaland to score a trick.
Okay,
wow.
Okay. No, but Hamza, he's that. Okay, Hamza, I'm just gonna give you this picture. You know yourself why we used to go to Anfield and we always said, "Fuck, we could have won." You know what I mean? Like we could have won, but it was always the missing. But right now, Foden is in form. Foden has got 6 goals. He's actually the top on the table with Haaland. Like Haaland obviously has beaten everybody, but after Kane is 9. Foden is 6. So Foden is having the best season of his life, and he's just signed that contract. And you know Foden at Anfield, he always scores at Anfield. It's always Foden. They hate him, by the way. They used to hate Sonny. Now they hate Foden. They're like, every time that Foden guy turns into Messi at Anfield and scores. So now the chances will be created. Even if Gundo plays, and I don't know, the Bernardo Silva crazy thing where they put him on the right. I like that also at Anfield because Bernardo Silva at Anfield turns into somebody else. Big Morgan says Liverpool 1, Man City 5. So Hamza, what do you think? How are you feeling? You can tell us what your heart thinks and what your head thinks.
Honestly, honestly, it's close to what Big Morgan said. I'm gonna go 5-2 to us. I think we're gonna concede 2. Let's keep this PG. BS goals. I think they're just gonna hit us on a counter. It'll probably be like 1-0 or 2-1 in the first half. We'll be winning, and then they'll get back. It'll be 2-2, and then after that we're just gonna completely annihilate them. And I think it's gonna be 5-2. Oh, do you want the guys who score as well? Do you want to say who scores?
Yeah,
as well?
Go ahead, throw in.
Go ahead. Okay,
for Liverpool, 5-2.
For Liverpool, I think it's gonna be Nunes. I think Nunes will score, and it will be Firmino. I think those two will score. For Manchester City, I'm gonna go Haaland twice. Foden's gonna get twice, and I think Cancelo will get one. He will surprise us. I think he'll get one. Well, let's hope so. Anyway.
Okay.
Interesting. I know. Interesting. It's a bit. I had to throw Cancelo in. I think Cancelo will do something tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, Cancelo these days. Cancelo don't smoke. Has no nonsense. Cancelo these days. Like he doesn't care. The game is not going well. He takes the ball himself and shoots. So what about yourself? What is your prediction? Let me just read this for Katuda. Prediction: 4-1 City win. Haaland 2, Foden and De Bruyne 1. De Bruyne also likes scoring against Liverpool. Nunes will score first for Liverpool and take off his shirt. Then Haaland will silence. Do you see? It says Nunes will score first and he'll take off his shirt. What about Don't Smoke? How do you see this game going, man?
The final score will be 6-2, right? It'll be 3-1.
You've been sticking to that one, haven't you? Since the HH stream yesterday, you've been saying,
yeah, and I'm not even dissing these guys, right? The thing is, it'll be 3-1 first half, 3-1 second half. But the second half, it will be 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, and then 6-2, right? I see Nunes scoring, right? And Jota. I see Jota will have, because that guy is a poacher, right? You just, it'll be one of those Edison blunders that you normally get, right? Expect to see one tomorrow. Just don't be mad at him. It's just the game.
Edison blunders. Come on, this guy's jinxing us already. Edison.
No. The thing is, we've seen it happen too often for us not to act as if it's something new. What I'm saying is, I see Haaland scoring 2. Right, he'll look for the hat trick, but it's not gonna come. Grealish will have a good game, but he won't score. He might assist a couple of times.
Who definitely
I think Jack is somebody who, you know what I like about Jack, guys. This is the thing I like about Jack. You know how Pep was saying in the documentary that some of you guys go to Anfield and you hide. Remember? And he was like, I want to say your name, but you hide. I think Jack does. I think Jack doesn't hide. Have you noticed the big games? Jack has played. He hasn't been hiding. He Man United twice now. He roasted Wan-Bissaka. Now he's roasting Delo? And he wasn't hiding. He doesn't hide in big games. I think he knows that when I was at Villa, I dunked on these fellas. Here, I think these guys have to be careful with Jack because I think they're just looking at him saying, "Oh, Jack is not red." That's what they said. I remember people were like, "Oh, the Trent side or Milner side, make sure it's not Foden, it's Jack because at least they'll have a better game." I was like, my God, Jack sat down Casemiro and it was not great. That was bad. He sat him down and the guy sat down for 5 minutes, watched the game from the ground. So Don't Smoke always has all the smoke. So what about yourself, Adam? What's the prediction? Are you looking for a 7-2 like the Aston Villa game?
You know what? I'm gonna say 6-3. Why I say 6-3 is I could see the referee doing one piece of dodgy ass shit that's gonna make me lose my head and say every single word in the dictionary. Yeah. So Liverpool will somehow score a dodgy goal or not get a player sent off, but I still see us winning 6-3.
Yeah, cool, Adam, cool. So it says, great show, panel. Share the vid and slap the like button. Yeah, slap that like button, man. Slap it.
And
or do
subscribe.
whatever you
Make sure
and
you
subscribe.
subscribe,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Subscribe.
For all those watching, subscribe, man. If you want some City content, and as I said, all the City fans are welcome. If you want to jump on, don't smoke. Text me your numbers, please. Cool. If we are clinical, the game will be done in the first half, 3-1. Then, as Pep always does, they will put the foot off the pedal. I don't think they'll do that against Liverpool. I've never seen City do that. They usually do that like for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, but they never do it for so long. Grealish might start tomorrow. For me, it's a 4-2. I think it's going to be 4-2. I think just because of the pride at Liverpool, they will score 2 because they will want to push. But I just have a feeling that this can either go bad for them or maybe they can scrape a draw. But Hamza, I have this other feeling deep down that if City go there with anger, with saying, you're down, we're going to make sure you stay down, I think this will be peak. This will be one of those games where you switch off. Yeah, you switch off the TV and say, "My God, what's going on? What's going on? Let me start my internet and see if this is right. What I'm watching, or maybe I'm watching the wrong game."
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think Liverpool need to. I think Liverpool really need to turn up for this game because if they don't, what we're doing right now with Haaland is going to be very peak for them. Honestly.
Okay, so guys, don't smoke. I'll start with you because I know you've got words for this man or this flop as Abdullah is, and I'll go to Abdullah. So this man, Don't Smoke, has made statements in his press. First statement is he said that Nunes, if he was in this Man City team, Nunes would be would be on the same target goal as I think he said as Haaland. He'll be scoring the same goals, finishing the chances, they'll be doing better. So basically, Don't Smoke Klopp is trying to say Pep is better than me at creating chances. Pep is better than me at coaching. So Nunes will be better that side. So I have felt Nunes my guy. And then he goes and says, we cannot compete with Man City because Man City are owned by a state and they have so much money. So Don't Smoke, I'm pretty sure you heard about this because it's been all over Twitter. People are fighting each other. What do you think? Why would he be saying? Because I was telling Liverpool fans, I was like, look, I'm just asking that for years. This guy has been saying, Pep is a great manager. It's not all about money. Remember, he's been saying that in his press, appreciating Pep's work. Why all of a sudden now the guy is all about state money and all of a sudden making these ridiculous comments?
The thing is this, right? You know, normally, if, for example, I want to take away credit from you, right? To take away your credit. I think one of the easiest thing to do is to find a way to disvalue the thing that you're doing to make it seem as if anyone can do it, right? But that way it removes this aura, this awesome aura around you. And the thing is, Klopp is one of the most bitter sore loser I've ever seen in my life. This guy is a very sore loser. He's one of those guys whereby it's either things are going his way and he's very happy, or things are going bad and everyone is at fault besides him, right? Because not so long ago, beginning of the season, right, when they were asking him if he's going to challenge for the league this season, he was like, why not? We have 4 of the best center backs in the world, 2 of the best right backs in the world, 2 of the best left back and the best goalkeeper and the best what you understand. Now the thing is, you can't take that statement and negate it by saying, no, we can't compete because these guys have the resources to get the best when you already have the best. You understand? That's what I'm saying. He's trying to deflect criticism away from him to make it seem as if, this was bound to happen. These guys already have an unfair advantage. No. When you look at the Liverpool squad already, they've broken records in positions, goalkeeper, defense. These, you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's you get these sore losers in life. Every walk of life, you're going to meet them. We'll be like, that guy is not really that good. If I also in his position, I'm sure I could also do that. No. At the end of the day, last season, you guys were talented to have the best ever assembled team in the Premier League. And all you could do is win a Carabao Cup, which we've been winning 4 in a row, and an FA Cup. To a poor Chelsea, and you couldn't score a goal in all your matches you played. The thing is, I think he's mad that he's been found out that he's not as good as people thought he was. Because at the end of the day, people are having conversations of who's the best ever managers in the Premier League. Is it Sir Alex, Pep, or Klopp? This guy got included in that conversation after only winning one league title. One. And he's been here longer than Pep. And when you look at the amounts they've spent, it is similar. When Pep came, that's what I'm saying, most people don't understand that at the end of the day, Pep shows you that players still have to be coached. Just buying an expensive player who has potential doesn't mean that this person's going to be a gem. And we're seeing it with Nunes. We've seen it with Naby Keita. Hence I'm saying there are many transfers which go under the radar at Liverpool. Hence I'm saying at the end of the day, if the cream always rise to the top. Pep has had, and you saw it with Pep. Pep, I think it's the 8. Is it the 20? I forgot. I think it's the 2021 season, whereby midway through we were 11th, and everything was going bad, and people were writing us off. And that's when Pep sat down and he reinvented that false nine system, which won us that league that season. At the end of the day, the best coaches and managers come up with solutions when the team needs them. And right now, Klopp has no solution to give these guys besides, hey guys, this is Anfield. You never walk alone. We can do it. That's all. This guy is just a motivational speaker right now. He's not a coach. And you can see the bitterness every press conference after press conference. And that's all I have to say, man.
Like what he's also said is like some managers, they have a plan B, plan A, plan C.
You've got a TV at the background, man. We can hear you.
No, I'm watching that Atletico, sir.
Okay, great.
I was watching the Atletico game, but yeah, like what I was saying, with this guy, I've never seen him change his system for any other team if things are not working for him. But whilst other managers, if things are not working for them, they change the system, whether it's the system or the personnel or whatever. But this guy does not. He sticks with the same personnel, same system. Like stubbornness, you know that's not working for you. Someone have to just go back to the drawing board and sort out things, you know?
Okay, what about yourself, Hamza? What did you think of all this, man? When you saw Klopp, all these funny statements he's making, that Nunes in that City team will back as much as Haaland, and he starts talking about us being state-owned. Like, where was this energy when you were winning, or when you were on top or second?
That is literally what I said in Spaces, Patrick. I literally said, all this energy he's got now, where was this a couple months ago? Or even last year or the year before that? You weren't complaining about, you weren't complaining about the money before. You weren't complaining about, like he mentioned, Patrick, about Manchester City and Newcastle. We can't, we can't compete with them because of the financial stuff they have, and we can't do that, all that stuff. But you weren't doing that. You didn't say that last year. You didn't say that year before. You haven't mentioned any of this. You've mentioned it now to cover your cracks over with some paper, right? And what I mean by this is he's using these as an excuse because he's failing right now. He's been found out. He's tactically been found out, and he's not doing well with the team, and it's not working. So so he should be man enough and say, you know what, I messed up. My tactics, they've not been right. The players mentally, it's not right, but we're trying and we need to go again. Don't make these excuses about now, Newcastle and Manchester City, they spend so much, we can't compete. Like, otherwise, you would have, Patrick, he would have, if this was really a problem, he would have mentioned this a couple years ago. I'm not wrong.
He would, but the thing is, do you know what he was doing? He was hyping what you could again. He was hyping Pep, saying, "Oh, you guys just say money. It's not all money. It's actually that this team is good. It's well coached. It's well organized. They do so much, So that was the time when he was in the romance. He was happy. Him and Pep were buddy. But when they say, "Hi, how you doing?" But now he's like, "Oh, this guy has drained so much of me. Now he's leaving me. Now, okay, what should I do?" Because he knows what he's doing. He's smart. He knows that if he brings this, it's state-owned, he knows there's a lot of generals out there or these peppers waiting for things like this so that they can fuel the agenda. So he knows what he's doing. He knows that right now I'm in the trenches. What can I do? Let me bring the attention to this, less attention to my team and myself by saying these outrageous statements. This guy is smart. Let's not forget this guy, Hamza, is the same guy who said witchcraft is the reason why they lost. It says reaches where I don't know.
I don't know, man. To be honest, you know what? After he said that, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect this from Klopp. I'll be really honest. I didn't expect him to, blame the financial, the financial situation. I did not expect him, especially, Jurgen Klopp. He's a good manager. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's won everything at Liverpool. Fair enough. He's done his thing. But I did not expect him to say something like this. And honestly, when I heard this, I kind of lost my respect. I've still got respect for him, but it kind of dropped off a bit because he's now using the financial situation as an excuse now for his own failures or whatever. It's not professional. It's not. Honestly, I don't know. I was very shocked. I'll be very honest. And about the Nunes thing. Flipping out. I did not expect him to say that.
Even that Unshare thing about Haaland. Do you say Unshare? He's been twerking for Haaland for the past weeks. All of a sudden,
he twerked for him on the Community Shield.
Yeah. If Kane was in this, if Kane was in this, Kane will do. Why are they doing this? Why now? Now it's the time to do.
Haters, they can't take it. They can't take it.
Yeah. What about yourself, Abdullah? What about yourself, Abdullah? Because Hamza says he's lost respect for. Well, he's almost lost respect for Klopp.
The main reason why I hate Liverpool is judging Klopp. He's a stupid human being. If you are losing, accept you're lost. Why are you becoming brainless? He does this every day. If he doesn't say the pitch is not good enough, he will tell you the win made us lose. If it's not the win, we spend too much money, we can't compete. Are you mad? But you spend 100 million on Nunes, Naby Keita, Van Dijk, Alisson Becker, Robertson. I can keep going. Fabinho. I can continue to go. But simple just come out and tell the fans and people, we've not been good enough as a team. We can always do better. We'll surely do better. We'll always give our best to make sure we make our fans proud and everybody watching us. Period. Simple and move on. Why are you being this fixated about we spend too much money? If Nunes is this, he will score more. If Nunes is scoring goals in training, why don't you score goals on pitch? Why? If he's scoring so much goals in the training, why is he not scoring so much goals in the pitch? Why? So for me, Klopp needs to man up. He's been doing this bullshit for a very long time, and it's annoying me. It's annoying the heck out of me, man. Family Liverpool fans, I won't condone this. He's been doing this bullshit, but Liverpool fans will not talk. They won't say anything because it's Klopp. He's been doing this bullshit for a very long time, man. It's annoying.
He has. He's such a sole loser. I've never seen him just say congrats to somebody or well done. He always finds something. Oh, they were more
is not good enough.
No, Patrick, look at Eric Ten Hag when his team lost. I think it was Brentford. Yeah, he took accountability for his mistakes. He said, "Look, I made a mistake. Yes, what I've done. Yeah, my decisions, yes, were incorrect, and that's what caused us to lose the game. But there's no one. I've never seen you after the game, yeah, in an interview say, it was my mistake. Take accountability."
Facts. Facts.
It's like he will blame anything but himself. If he had a chance, he would probably even blame his wife or even the chefs that.
I love it. That's gas. That's gas. That's gas, man. That's gas. And there's a comment here. It says if the ref keeps it 11v11, we will smoke them. I never been this confident going down. But that's true though. That's something I'm scared of. I hope they just keep it 11v11 because what can happen.
Patrick, it's Taylor that is blowing tomorrow. Don't expect it to keep it 11-11. Don't expect it.
Yeah, he's dodgy. Coptic Club is going to excuse his early dawn smoke. He's getting them excuses early dawn.
Patrick, that's why I haven't. That's why in the back of my head here. That's why I said 6-3 because I know somebody's going to end up getting sent off either from one of our players, or Liverpool. I'll be surprised if it's Liverpool, but I'm saying it because I feel like it's going to end up being one of our players.
Yeah, hopefully it's not. So Klopp can smile all he wants, but deep down we know he hates Pep. If it was not for City, Klopp could have at least won 3 Premier Leagues. For Liverpool, but
That's a good comment.
But I need Alan to score 3 goals tomorrow, and I want to see Club face that stupid idiot complaining. I need Alan to shut him up tomorrow. So after the match, be like, and the referee did us wrong. The wind made us. I will stone him. I will just stone him from here. It's an idiot. Only do this bullshit every season. He does this a lot. Then the pitch is not good. The wind made us lose. Get the fuck out of here. Simple. We lost because we're not good enough. Move on. What the heck?
I was stone him. This guy makes me laugh, Abdullah. Guys, subscribe to Abdullah's channel, man. If you want to see most of this band, he's got a channel, Blue Studio.
Patrick, I'm serious. You only do that every season, every year. Klopp always do it. I've never seen Klopp acknowledge someone and say, this team is good enough. We have to respect. I've never seen him does that. If the wind is not good, the grass is not good, the referee is bad.
Did you see the excuse against Aston Villa? I think the boys were partying a lot and they didn't really put much thought in it. So they will have to be serious next time. I was like, just say these guys played us. They were better with the tactics. Johnny says, I think we shouldn't be worried about the performance they put against Rangers. Remember, they won Bournemouth 9-0 and drew 0-0 to Everton. Yeah, I remember. And then they beat another team, Rangers again, and then went to Arsenal and lost. So these guys have actually been beaten like small teams, but when they go to a big team, they struggle. I forgot about Everton. I forgot Everton held them, and Everton almost beat them. It was
a good game. It was a very good game.
Yeah, it was a very good game. So, enough of Klops. So guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody who came on the panel, and thank you to everybody who big up watching from Bedfordshire. What's Bedfordshire? Does anybody know?
That's outside of London. I know that area. It's a nice area.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I haven't heard much from you, Adam. Where have you been? You've been ducking lives, man. Ever since you were complaining about your car, you went missing.
You know it is.
This guy was pissed off, man, and this is the first time I've seen Adam pissed off. Like Hamza, we've got a WhatsApp.
Patrick, that's not the first time I've seen him pissed off. I've seen him pissed off when Morris starts. That's when he gets pissed off.
Yeah, I was like, Adam, it's okay, man. You get your car back. It's like he just gave me a thumbs up. I know how this guy is.
No, you know what it was that day. Yeah, to be honest with you, I was tired, and then there was mad traffic. So. And that happened at the end of it. I said, fuck this one.
Did you get your car back, though? Did you get your car back?
No.
No. That was a month ago, man. That was a month ago.
You got to ask them. I don't know why.
Oh, man, that's funny. So what about Don't Smoke? Do you have anything to say before we go, man? Do you have any messages for the City fans, Mr. Don't Smoke, or any messages for the Liverpool fans?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-2.
This guy.
It's a good message. Very good message. I like that.
Yeah. Do you know what me and Veta want? We only have one dream. We just want to see people walking out of Anfield. We've never seen that a lot. I've seen it before during Brendan Rodgers, but I want to see it. I want to see how many goals does it take for them to walk out of Anfield. I would like to see that and start booing, because at 7, they were away at Aston Villa, so they could walk out at 7. They walked out, but that's Aston Villa. I've never seen them walk out of Anfield, but I would like to see it. And Abdullah, what about yourself? Do you have any last words for City fans or Liverpool fans?
Alan, please, I need you to score hat-trick tomorrow. I'm begging you, please, hat-trick tomorrow. I want to see that Bombers idiot face. Maybe now he's gonna complain about Antonio is a bad referee. Or maybe the wind is not good, or maybe Anfield is not good enough to become a football stadium anymore. I'm waiting to see the excuse of club. Maybe this time around you'll be like, Ireland is not good enough. He's just scoring goals because Man City is the best team in the world. Maybe we'll see, because he's always making complaints every day. Because I listened to his post match against Arsenal, where we should have won, if not the penalty, we should have done this. Excuse me, sir. Against Arsenal, you were not good enough.
You know what, Patrick, right? Funny enough is if the fans leave at halftime, he might blame the fans. Like, we could have won if only our fans stayed for the remainder.
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't put Boston.
Yeah. I won't put it past club. I won't.
Yeah, so it says good vlog, Patrick, international all over the world, and it's free. It's free, man. It's free. That's what I keep telling people, man. We're giving you free content here. It's City content. It's for City fans. The true City fan doesn't stand for me, by the way. I just had nothing to put. Like, guys, I think you don't get it. You know, when you go on Twitter, right, and you see Twitter, people have got certain names. I just put true City fan because I was like, that's what came in my head. But people always take it against me. I've noticed when people are trying to attack me, they go true City fan, LOL. Okay, okay, man, good for you. Everybody that wants to put a name. So, like, look, don't smoke. He put don't smoke. Abdullah just put his name. Hamza put his name. Adam put that name. But I was just looking at. I was new at Twitter. I never actually used Twitter a lot, especially in my country. When I came to Ireland, there's no Twitter a lot in my country. Nobody cared about Twitter in my country. So there's always Facebook. So I saw names of people. People were like, "Oh, this is the name you do, Patrick." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Yeah, let me just put that." Then all of a sudden, when I was opening the channel, I wanted to give a name, but I was like, wait, there's True City fan. I can just use that. So for short, maybe let's just make it TCF. I might do that. Let me find a logo. Let me find somebody who can do a TCF logo. Maybe that'll be great. Maybe it's going to replace the other logo, but the other logo I can never replace it because this particular one that just showed up because somebody made that for me as a gift. So it will forever stay. And it's bad that I forget it these days. Look, it came on. It looks nice. So Hamza, any last words before we close up?
I just want to say, everyone subscribe to Patrick. It's it's amazing to thank you for having me on here. And obviously it's free content, like he said. Like, subscribe, always share, and just show the guy love, man. But yeah, I just want to say, citizens, don't worry about it. We've got this. We just need to, let's get the game done early. Let's get it done. In the first half, let's just kill them off. Just completely kill them off. Make it 4-1, 5-1 in the first half. I don't care. Let's just kill them off. Take our chances. Every time we have a chance, just shoot, score. Get the ball in the back of the net. Because Liverpool, at the end of the day, they're doing bad, right? But they can come back. They can get them goals. They can score. But apart from that, I hope everyone has a good evening. And, I hope everyone, wherever you're watching it, show love. Be happy and just enjoy the game. That's it.
Yeah,
and we'll be seeing a lot of this as well. We'll be seeing a lot of Haaland, with the we'll see him doing the meditation. Don't worry.
Yeah. I hope we do, man. And thanks for coming, man, Hamza. And follow Hamza on Twitter because he does spaces. Him and Adam. Adam, I don't know.
Adam hosts a lot. I join as a co-host.
Yeah, if you're going to do spaces, Adam, tomorrow, are you going to do any spaces tomorrow?
Adam is like a sheep-ogre. It's like a sheep.
Hey,
I'm
I'll do one tomorrow, definitely.
I will never believe in technology until you can download someone's face to punch or slap them and Bluetooth them back. Good show, guys. Hopefully we will win tomorrow. I think it's talking about Klopp. So, guys, on that note, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate the watching. There was a lot of you watching. Appreciate that people, City fans or Liverpool fans or whatever fans you're watching, appreciate for coming on. Everybody who was in the comments, appreciate you guys. Like the video, share it with your family, share it with your dog, share it with your cat. Just download the show in a USB and just leave it in the college and say, watch this. I'm joking. Let's not get excited. Anyway, I'll see you guys, man. I'll see you tomorrow. And maybe we'll do the lineup show depending on how not nervous I am. If I'm not nervous, I'll do the lineup show.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about it, Patrick.
Yeah. But okay, we'll do the lineup show and we'll just see what we can talk about before the lineup. So Big Morgan says, CEO time, thanks. Chow. Is that Chow? Is that how it's going? Chow. Look at that. My tongue went again. This tongue of mine is very bad. I'll start speaking African and people will be confused here. So I'll see you guys, man. Abdullah, do you want to just tell the people where they can find you? So you can find me shamelessly plug. Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter on Toplusfresh, TOPLUSFRESH10. So with my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. If I want to find me, you can always find me there. And also on my YouTube account. The Blue Studio on my YouTube account. The Blue Studio.
Do you have High Five also there? High Five. Okay, cool. I don't think people remember High Five. So look, guys, let's just play this. I hope it's like this tomorrow.
City 1, City 2, City 3, City 4, City 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on that
Let's
note.
hope so.